What is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today we're going to be discussing when testosterone hormone therapy for trans masculine folks becomes a steroid cycle. I see a lot of folks saying, well, trans guys are not natty, they're taking steroids. And then I see a lot of trans guys saying, well, I can be on the higher end of the spectrum because I'm trans. It's not really a steroid cycle, so I'm going to be dismantling either end of the spectrum. A lot of this has to do with my love for bodybuilding, also pharmacology. So if you're interested in that aspect of medically transitioning, then let me know if you guys want to see more videos about this, because I do love talking about this science bro shit, so let me know. Before I get into that, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, feel free to email me at devinduscoaching@gmail.com. It'll be somewhere over here. I'll also be linking my website down below where you can find a dumbbell only training plan that I created, which is great if you're someone who's training at home with not a lot of equipment. Now I'm done plugging myself. Let's go ahead and get into the bro sciencey talk, okay? When does testosterone therapy for trans masculine people become a steroid cycle? There is a clear and concise line, and the fact of the matter is this doesn't change for cis guys and trans guys. A lot of cis guys will stroke their ego and say, well, I'm just on testosterone replacement therapy. The whole point of the therapeutical aspect of testosterone therapy is to relieve you of low testosterone symptoms. Those symptoms for us trans masculine folks are voices not being masculine enough for our liking, not having facial hair, still getting a cycle, all of the masculinizing effects that we're looking to achieve with testosterone. We can achieve those results within around 300 to 900 nanograms per deciliter. That is the average range for both cis guys and trans guys, okay? All they're simply doing is running a low dose steroid cycle for infinity and using the therapeutical aspect as sort of like an excuse to maybe still claim natty. If you look at your lab results and you're over 900 nanograms per deciliter, you do not need that much testosterone. At that point, testosterone is almost at a steroidal level in your body. You may think, oh, fuck yeah, I love that. I don't care. I don't need to be in natty range. There are a lot of issues with being above the natural limit, thinning hair, and a lot of us get this anyway in the normal range of testosterone. So you're really going to be fucking pushing your luck, blasting your face off. Acne, a lot of us get acne anyway. You definitely do not want to push the envelope when it comes to your level if you're acne prone, because then we have to get other hormone fuckery involved like Accutane and shit like that. So it's really easier to just stick to the normal range of testosterone. Lastly, something that you might not care about, but that is very important, is organ health. So testosterone does impact your cardiovascular health. That's going to be your red blood cell count, your heart, a whole bunch of different organ functions. You want to make sure that you're keeping your insides safe and not just blasting your face off because you want more gains or you want to look more like a man. There is a point of diminishing return when it comes to testosterone, and definitely if you're someone who doesn't even care about working out, you don't need to be in like the 900 plus range. That's going to serve zero purpose for you, right? I've heard trans guys say, well, I need a little bit of an advantage because I'm not cis, so all I'm doing is evening the playing field. I do understand that many of us are at a biological disadvantage even beyond the testosterone range. For example, I have wide hips and I've had to work my ass off to have less wide hips, but some cis guys do have wide hips, but primarily most cis guys don't have wide hips. So there's nuance in cis guys structure, there's nuance in cis guys height. So please do not think that you're at a disadvantage when it comes to comparing yourself to cis guys. And lastly, I'll touch on a subject here that I've said before and many people disagreed with me, and I have not changed my stance on this because it is not an emotional statement. It is purely the truth. Unfortunately, us trans guys are not natural. The reason why we are not natural is because our testosterone is exogenously injected. It is not susceptible to diurnal rhythm. It is not susceptible to different life factors that affect cis guys' testosterone levels, right? So a couple of factors that affect cis guys' testosterone levels: stress, poor sleep, and poor diet. Also genetics, right? Our testosterone levels are not really susceptible to those factors to the same degree, right? Our testosterone level is relatively going to be the same, give or take a small range of nanograms per deciliter. That's the difference in why trans guys are not natural, because our testosterone for the most part is going to be generally even as long as you're not missing doses. For example, for myself, I do want to compete in a bodybuilding show. One day I would not compete in a natural bodybuilding federation because the other guys, if they're not lying about being natural, their testosterone level would fucking crash to hell. Like, I follow a lot of cis natural bodybuilders and they show their lab work when they're dieting for a bodybuilding show and their testosterone is like 300, 200 nanograms per deciliter just because being low fat really fucks with their hormone production. I myself, I'm going to say I'm the same testosterone dose and my testosterone level is going to stick around 600 nanograms per deciliter no matter how hard I diet. So I'm simply not going to be on the same level as them, which means I'm going to be able to hold on to more muscle mass as I diet and condition and get stage lean. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm going to compete compete in a non-tested federation, of course, I'm not going to be blasting my face off, so I'm going to be at a disadvantage to the other competitors who probably are not going to be natural. They're actually going to be taking genuine fucking steroid cycles, which kind of sucks to think about. I don't want to win against guys who were at a disadvantage to me, right? I know plenty of trans guys who have competed in natural federations. No shade towards them. I fucking love bodybuilding. I fucking love my community. That is the video, y'all. If you have anything here that you would like to add, definitely drop those ideas in the comment section down below, because I actually love this topic. Like I said, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, please feel free to hit my email. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.